Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is VEEJEE, and as you guys saw from the topic, today I'm going to do a cracked rock makeup tutorial. If you are into face art, just keep on watching. You might learn a thing or two. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing I do before applying anything on my face, I wipe my face to remove the excess oil. And what I'm doing right now is sketching the art. I don't want to mess up, so I just had to sketch it. Then I primed my face, and I'm using the Rimmel's The Matte primer. And this is the duo lash glue. I'm applying it on my eyebrows so that they can lay flat. So this process is to just hide the eyebrows so that they cannot be very visible when putting on paint. So make sure they are dried so that you can put on powder. And for this I'm using the mov't powder, or you can use baby powder, or if you have a white setting powder, even better. So let it set for a while before anything else. Just let it set. The paint I'm using is oily based. I don't know if I should say that, because there is water based and this one is kinda oily like foundation, and I feel like it's so easy to blend than the watercolor one. So what I'm doing is highlighting where I sketched, which was a very bad idea. You guys will see why. I wanted this to be a grayish look, so I mixed the black paint with the white paint to create a grayish paint. Yeah, so I'm just spreading it along my face, then I blended it with my beauty blender. And as I said, bad idea. Yes, bad idea. I couldn't be able to blend without mixing it with the black paint, so I just had to take it off and sketch again. So just spread it. As I say, this is the best paint to use because it blends so well, so smoothly than the watercolor one. And what I'm doing is adding the white paint because I felt like it was too dark. So I'm just spreading it to the gray one. For the other parts of my body, like where I want the paint to reach, I use a foundation brush, and for this I was using a very tiny brush. And guess what, guys, I ran out of white paint and I couldn't apply just the black one. So this was not the plan. The plan was for the paint to reach like half of my hands, but now I had to reach it like on my shoulders. As I told you guys, this paint is very oily and you have to set it. If you want it to last, you have to set it. So I'm just using the same powder to set where I applied the paint. I didn't want this to be a plain art, so I put on black eyeshadow along my transition shade. And I just blended it out with the white eyeshadow. For my upper part, I did the same, but I didn't put on white eyeshadow, so I just put on the black, then blended it out. And this is the part where the watercolor paint comes at. I use it especially for details. because it dries off so fast. You don't have to set it. And how do I explain this? So that's what I did. Just watch, guys. I don't know how to explain this part. I was just putting on small dots randomly, random dots. So I went back to where I'd sketched, and for this I'm using the oily paint. So guys, the reason it's called watercolor paint, it's cause when removing it, it can easily come off with water. Am I making sense? But the oily one, you just like have to wipe it off like foundation or like oil. The next thing I did was contour my face, and I'm using the same black eyeshadow I used on my lid. And basically this is to make my face look smaller. Yeah, that's the importance of contouring. For my cracks, I'm using a very thin brush, and what I'm doing is drawing zigzag like lines. And as I said, I use the watercolor paint for details, and this is what I was using because it doesn't need setting. So you can just draw random cracks on your face. So I don't know what I was doing. I just wanted to see where my bones were so that I could highlight them. And I also put on the cracks on my neck, that lower part of my body. So now what I'm doing is highlighting with my white watercolor paint, because I feel like the white paint creates more depth of the cracks compared to when I would leave them like that. So remember guys, when I was putting those small dots along that part of my eye, so I decided to do the same with the white watercolor paint on the rest of my body, like white painted. But this was so time consuming, it was so tiresome, it was so uneven, and I decided, honey, you can do better. So I came up with this idea and I just had to try it. So I took a toothbrush, dipped it in paint, then rubbed my finger along the toothbrush, and it worked so perfectly, as you guys can see, and I just loved the results. I took the black paint and also did the same, and to be honest guys, this was so therapeutic. I was having so much fun, and I really loved the results, honestly. Since I didn't want this to be like a full face cracked rock, I decided to put the other part of my face, or rather to apply the black paint on the other part of my face. What I was doing is to create the sharpness along the cracked, or where the other part started. I just wanted to sharpen the edges. And when you're done, just set the whole part to make it less oily. Initially, this wasn't my plan. The plan was for the paint to reach like half of my hands, but since I ran out of paint, I decided to be creative along my shoulders or my chest. So I just did the same with my brush, and when I was doing that, my pen just dropped, and this gave me another idea, and I decided to do the same to the other parts.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Yes, I messed up big time. All this time I didn't know I was staining my wall, but we move on regardless. So what I'm doing is applying black eyeshadow under my eyes, then I wore my lashes, and I used the hair bonding glue, then I wore my wig. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section, what you guys would love to see next, and that's it guys. Bye.